Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Gamer GTA with another video, but today here's my video of actually discussing the recent update that fixed a lot of issues. And when I say a lot, that's kind of an understatement because it was over 150 issues apparently, which is kind of insane. This patch released on November 4th, which released to all players, including PC, Mac, Xbox, and PlayStation users. Um, Now, I can't go over all the issues; it would just take way too long. It's a huge patch, so you can just go down to YouTube, find someone else who goes over the patches and the updates that fixes the issues. Um, Again, personally, after installing this update, a few things I've noticed that have been mostly fixed, uh, but I'm not 100% confident in telling you that they are fixed. Um, so, what I recommend doing is you can just be cautious as of at the moment because I cannot confidently say if they are fully fixed or not. So, uh, just watch this video with caution and be advised that these issues might not be fully fixed. Number one, this is an issue I've had for a couple of months now. Not a couple of months. Actually, yeah, a couple of months. Uh, I think it started in like September, early September ish. So, yeah, definitely a couple of months now. To where after they fixed the settings issue glitch, uh, back in August, they basically implemented a new issue, and I'm not sure if it's 100% fixed at the moment. And that is the issue of your game refusing to load. I'm not 100% confident if this issue was fixed, so be with caution that whenever you launch your game, sometimes, very seldomly, I have experienced a time or two. This is before the patch. I'm not confidently certain that they fixed this issue. Um, so whenever you launch your game, this could still be happening to people. I'm not too sure. Again, I'm not very confident that this issue was fixed. So again, just be with caution that this issue may not be fixed. Uh, where you're loading into your game and it has a permanent green bar on the loading screen. That is where the game refuses to load and you have to exit your game and launch it again in the hope that it actually fully loads this time. So it's like the opposite effect of the issue that happened before that, where the game would always load 100% guarantee, but your settings would be completely reset. So, it's kind of funny how that works, but not in a good way. So yeah, again, not sure if that issue was fixed. It was nowhere in the patch notes, so be with caution on that one. Also, another issue that I'm not too certain that they fixed was Ghost. This is a visual issue that I'm not too sure if they fixed. Again, also not in the patch notes or anywhere. So again, not too sure if they fixed this. Where sometimes whenever your sim dies and becomes a ghost, uh, their visual image right here will sometimes be solid as if they're alive. Again, I'm not sure if that issue was fixed, so be with caution on that one as well. That one's not game breaking as that one's not as game breaking as the game refusing to load issue. Uh, so just be with caution on that one as well. I mean, it's not much of a game breaking issue, but it's more of a it's an immersion breaking issue. It's a visual bug, not an actual in-game bug. It's just a visual. I mean, it is an in-game bug, but it's a visual bug, meaning that it's a bug that's visual and not like sound cue or actually physically there. So yeah, be with caution on that one as well. Also, uh, this was nowhere in the patch notes, unfortunately, and I don't think they're ever going to fix this. I was really hoping that they would. They still have not. In my eyes, this is also a huge problem with The Sims 4 currently, especially after the Life and Death patch. Because I did look recently on my older Sims 4 videos where I discussed a topic in a video that I made recently, about a couple of months ago. I discussed I I discussed the Sims 4's problems, which there's a lot. I still enjoy the game. I do. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Obviously, I wouldn't be playing it this much if it wasn't. So, uh, yeah, I have I have tons and tons and tons and tons of videos uh, on my channel, mainly about The Sims 4. So that just goes to show how much I love this freaking game, and to see it in its current state just makes me really sad. Um, and it just goes to show that, one of your favorite games can be a game that is in dire need of having, work needing to be done to it to make a game that's functioning and to have its customers happy, which sadly this couldn't be further from that case. Um, it's really really sad in my opinion. Now, as far as issues that still remain, uh, for me that's my main save, where this one right here. Um, they are refusing to fix any issues for pre-existing saves. So the issue with my sim getting promoted uh, every day from work is still there. So even if he has zero performance, and if he doesn't even go to work, he gets promotions. Um, they also fix the issue only for new saves. These next two issues are for new saves only. They do not apply to pre-existing saves. They only apply to new saves. Number one, uh, they fixed the issue with pictures becoming black and blank, or supposedly. I've also heard that that issue was not actually fixed. So that could still be an issue. Not 100% positive on that. So, uh, yeah. And they also fixed an issue with werewolves where human sims would appear to be in a pack with wild things or the word collective, even if they were humans. So that was really game breaking and kind of immersion breaking at the same time. I mean, it's literally a werewolf pack. So if you're not a werewolf, you should not be able to join. So that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and that issue only applies. That issue was only fixed for newer saves, as well as the pictures becoming black or blank, which that one is supposedly not fixed. I'm not even sure if the werewolf pack members issue is fixed either. To be honest, at this point, makes me sad to be skeptical on that, but I have the right to be skeptical on these things, and to see what I'm seeing at the moment. Uh, there's really a lot of skepticism that I you should really have when going into this, because you can't really trust the Sims team to fix things and be 100% guaranteed fix. You may be you may be promised of 150 fixes, sure, but then you launch your game and realize that only like half of them have been fixed, like 75 of them have been fixed, and then you go into your game and then it's riddled with more bugs that need more attention. So they're actually adding more bugs than fixing more bugs. And this has been an issue in The Sims 4 since the longest time I can remember. And it's depressing. Now, there's also this issue that I have run into, and I'm not sure if it's an actual bug or if it's just it applies to eco lifestyle with the eco footprints. I know, right? An issue with one of my favorite mechanics in The Sims 4. Um, so whenever, okay, I don't know if this is a bug or if I'm just getting unlucky, but whenever I try to go for an industrial eco footprint and when I actually achieve it, um, this is kind of hard to explain, so bear with me. To make a long story short, whenever I try to change the tile, despite it being the same point plier as to make it the same to actually apply to industrial, it sometimes I don't know. Like it acts like it's one and it doesn't progress towards industrial anymore. So I'm kind of stuck. So sometimes if I'm very unlucky, and this seems to be a bug, I'm not sure. Uh, if I'm unlucky, sometimes it's impossible for me to actually get an industrial Income footprint. So yeah, the same issue does not apply to green though, thank goodness, but it only applies to industrial. Again, I'm not sure if this is a bug or if I'm just unlucky or if I'm not doing it right. Uh, but yeah, uh, the same thing doesn't apply for when you're trying to achieve green though, so thank God for that. But yeah, that's basically all I have for you guys today. Uh, oh yeah, before I go, I was going to mention this one issue that I discussed in a previous video. And this specifically states for cats and dogs with the life and death patch. Um, I was discussing a topic a few weeks ago uh, where this patch, despite having a good pack to go along with it, the patch completely broke pet mourning. Um, what I mean by this is before this patch, dogs would actually accurately mourn your owner or mourn their owner. So if your sim died, and somehow you were able to glitch it and actually view your household, you would still see your dog there. Uh, and more times than not, you would see your dog go over to the tombstone and actually mourn their owner. Uh, and I think cats would do the same, although I'm not too sure. I think they did actually, um, but it was just rare for them to actually go to their owner's grave. But uh, however, since that patch, they completely broke it, and now it doesn't actually. They don't actually go to their owner's grave anymore. So, uh, yeah, not to mention when they initially die, they don't actually witness the death anymore. They just sit there and they don't mourn or react to their death anymore. They just kind of sit there or get scared away. Which one would think that that's a more, you know, realistic reaction, but in hindsight, it really isn't. So I was hoping that would be fixed uh, in this patch, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Um, and quite frankly, it's one of those issues that I don't think will ever be fixed. Unfortunately, it's like one of those bigger game things in the code that just would take a long time to like reset and like completely redo and revamp it. And unfortunately, because of that, the only pet that actually accurately mourns their owner now are horses. So yeah, horses are the only ones that are safe from that bug or from that completely quote unquote game mourning overhaul that was supposed to change how Sims mourned and grieved. But they did not take pets into this at all, and they just stuck it onto them too as well. That's literally what they did because they didn't take cats or dogs into consideration at all. They only put horses into this, and we're like, oh yeah, horses are a pet. Let's just ignore cats and dogs though. We're just going to make sure horses actually react accordingly. But we'll just put it on cats and dogs. That's fine. When it's really not, because you're just breaking their behavior. I mean, I don't know if you know this, EA, but cats and dogs are completely different coded. They have a completely new AI. Like, they have a completely different AI put onto them. They have their own free will that you cannot turn off. Uh, which that's also another topic for another video. uh, but that's pretty much all I have for today. Like I said, is it a good patch? That's that's subjective. In hindsight, some people might like the update because they fixed a lot of issues that people were having. On one side, which I'm kind of on this side, they fixed a lot of issues, but they only fix it for newer saves and not pre-existing saves, and they completely ignore pre-existing saves. So my main save is completely corrupted because of the issues on it right now, and I refuse to delete it. It's my main save. It's basically my legacy save, to be honest. It's not a legacy save though because I have aging turned off, but beggars can't be choosers, right? Um, again, um, I just hate the fact that these issues are only fixed for newer saves and do not apply for pre-existing saves. To me, that completely proves that EA is completely blatant or completely ignorant towards legacy-based simmers, including myself, and simmers who have main saves like this one that I refuse to delete for any reason. Uh, I just don't like it. It makes me sad that they're actually ignoring newer saves like this, or pre-existing saves like this. My bad. I'm getting so tongue twisted here; it's not even funny. But yeah, before I get too much more tongue twisted, I'll go ahead and end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video discussing The Sims 4's recent patch, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one, and peace.